In line with Nietzsche's view in reading and writing that the masses should not learn to read and write, and therefore the masses should be illiterate, and therefore reading and writing should only be for the elite. This has implications, of course, for art. The artist should create for the elite, just as in the Renaissance the great artists were commissioned by the leading aristocrats and princes and powerful people in that society. They created for the elites around those powerful people. They did not create for the masses. This is the role of art in Nietzsche's view. Any art which creates with the masses in mind is vitiated as art. The artist thinking that way, creating that way, cannot create good art. It is no more than bread and circuses. Great art is only created for an elite with that higher taste and demand. This means that all modern art, all art created today, is false and worthless. Whether it be popular art or so-called high art, all art today is created for masses, for as many, the many too many. All artists in whatever echelon want their art to be received and purchased and consumed by as many people as possible. That is the meaning of their art. That's why they create. Just as on YouTube, YouTubers create in order to get more and more clicks, more and more followers. They create down to their audience in the hope of gaining more and more mass audience, more and more less discerning audience. Just as in pop music, the sounds are created purely to generate thousands and millions of listens from the masses of people out there, whoever they may be or whatever they may be. And just as in high art, so-called abstract art or contemporary art, as Warhol said, I don't create fine art, I create business art. And we see the same with architecture. Architects no longer create for the elite something beautiful, classic. They create buildings for the masses, machines for living in, and everything they create is for the mass and is disposable. The market rules. So there is no real art being created today because there are no real elites left. This is why Nietzsche changes his perspective. He then creates for the future ones, not for the masses of today, not for the elites of today, because there are none. There are only masses. He creates for future elites. He creates for the supermen of the future, for the aristocrats of the future. He creates for them. That's why he says he is born posthumously. And that's what must be done today. All artists today Nietzschean artists should create for the future ones, for the supermen, for that elite. They must turn their backs on the masses and the all too many.